Just gonna wait for a few people to come in and we're gonna get to it. See what I got up on the screen. If you know, you know. We're gonna get down to this though. This shit is out of control. I think I'm gonna start it off with a couple people that's here. And then I'm gonna end up doubling back on some shit. Cause only two clips that I really want to share with y'all. And we need to get down to this because this shit is so like this shit is so crazy for us to be in 2023 and motherfuckers is still this ignorant, still shitting on black people. This crazy on live TV. Like Fox News is a fucking corporation. You get me? There's certain things that you can't say about motherfuckers. Certain people. Your ass gonna be gone. You hear me? But they just shit on us. The craziest. And it's all good. So what I want to share with y'all is this fucking video of Jason Whitlock talking to punk ass Tucker Carlson. Like, I can't even wait to see him. Like when I get to meet him in person, I'm gonna get to do some shit that's in that Turner spirit. You feel me? But even worse, I need to do it to Jason Whitlock first. Cause that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like we gotta do it to our own people first before we even get down to our enemies. Cause motherfuckers got to go. But let me just share this. Let me share this with y'all right quick. Let me show y'all something. This nigga is blaming the kid, Tyree Nichols' death on single black women. I can't make this shit up. This nigga's on Fox News blaming his death after the police just killed this nigga on camera, taking turns beating home. He blamed it on single black women. I can't make this up. Let's go.
I felt guilty putting that video on the screen, not because I was on anyone's side. I felt obviously bad about it. It was horrible. But because you don't want to put ugly things on TV and inflame passions. You want people to be reasonable and think things through and reach wise decisions. Why would news organizations, I mean, they really want to make people enraged, clearly.
They don't want us focused on reality. Hey, if they want us to devote an hour of coverage to this and weekend coverage of this, and they want to take us to a good place, I would examine the racial element of this because there is a racial element. And this is a story about young black men and their inability to treat each other in a humane way. Everybody involved in this on the street level was either 24 to 32 years old. Everybody. It was a group of young black men, 5-on-1.
Now, mind you, you can go online right now on YouTube and find an abundance of videos of white cops beating a black male senseless, if not shooting them dead under the guise of resisting arrest. Yet none of that is racial in the eyes of Whitlock. But the moment a video arises of black cops doing what we've watched white cops do countless times, now all of a sudden it's black on black violence, and that's the only racial component that matters.
Look like gang violence to me.
And when we watch the countless videos,
this nigga said it looked like gang violence because the cops was black beating on a black dude. You gonna get on this totally white fucking white racist platform and say it looked like gang violence because the cops was black beating a black dude. It looked like some gang shit. Well, guess what we've been saying for the longest? The biggest gang in America is who? The police. They started out as slave catchers and all that. Anybody could get deputized then. You could just be a racist white dude that just want to fuck up black people. And if slaves is trying to run away to get to freedom, you could go chase them down, catch them, kill them, beat them, and bring them back. You could do what the fuck you want to do. You're deputized for that. Like, this is what police culture is. And I don't give a fuck about my case. The gloves is off. I ain't anybody keep being quiet about this shit. We talk about my case later.
Cops that look like Tucker Carlson engaging in that same activity against black men, it looks like a good old-fashioned lynch mob to me.
It looked like what young black men do when they're supervised by a single black woman. And that's what they got going on in the Memphis Police Department. They've elected some or put some black woman in charge of the police force. And we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers.
Whitlock is literally lying on the Memphis police chief, Saralyn C.J. Davis. Now, what you're looking at here is the memphispolice.org website. And on this website is the bio of police chief Saralyn C.J. Davis. Now, when you scroll down to the last paragraph, it states this: Davis has a Bachelor of Arts degree in criminal justice and a master's degree in general administration. She is the proud wife of a very supportive husband.
Now let me pause it right there. I hope she sued the fucking pants off of Fox News. You got on here and threw some bullshit out there. You ain't even say allegedly. The smartest thing you could do is say allegedly. You ain't even do that. And Tucker Carlson, this your show. You let this shit go. Y'all know enough about this lady. Y'all did y'all research on her to know that she's at least a married woman. Fuck is wrong with y'all? But how the fuck do we even shift the blame to single black women or black mothers? What the fuck are we talking about here? What are we talking about? I'm gonna let it go.
Hired law enforcement for 27 years and a mother of one daughter. See, now, if you let Jason Whitlock tell it, Saralyn Davis is a single black woman baby mama who's nothing more than an affirmative action diversity hire. And that's the real problem here. We have too many cities ran by these single black women baby mamas, despite the fact that Saralyn Davis is the complete opposite of that. So now what Whitlock does next is that he attempts to pivot the conversation to black families, the lack of black fathers in the home. And because there's a lack of black fathers in the home, black men don't know how to respect authority.
Now, hold on. Let me stop it right there, because here's where people throw y'all off with the tricknology, the politics and all that, right? You can state things that's true and then add it to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's like me saying, all right, this motherfucking this syrup sweet as a motherfucker, but this waffle raggedy as fuck. But I'm gonna pour it on top of it and make it look like, oh, it's a good waffle. I'm eating a good waffle. Make it look like I cut it up. No, it was already fucked up before I even touched it. You can add truth to bullshit, and you can use the truth to lead the conversation or dumb people. So we're not about to do that. So what we're going to do is keep it funky here. But before we even let him talk, we all understand that fatherless homes is the key to them pushing the prison, the school to prison pipeline. We get that, right? Cool. We all understand that. We're going to let him talk. But at the same time, come on, man. Like, we not about to do this. But I just want y'all to see what the fuck is going on national fucking TV. This is on Fox News, national TV.
If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority, that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all time, because there was no male authority in your home, let's have that discussion. But that's not where they want to take us. They want to take us down the path of saying, you know what, this is Tucker Carlson's fault. This is some random this is Donald Trump's fault. It's not. It's the breakdown of family and the buying in to all these left-wing things that have nothing.
Just give me one person, right? This is a new situation, which I'm pretty sure another situation like this happened yesterday, didn't happen today, or is going to happen tonight. But who has said this is Donald Trump's fault? What the fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? Shit, goofy as fuck.
Do with promoting family.
You've been on the show so many times, and every single time you say something I never would have thought of, including what you just said, and I appreciate it. Jason Whitlock.
Now, if
Now, this nigga just acted like he said something prolific. This is where we at in 2023. This is where the fuck we at, man. This shit is disgusting, but I want to show y'all something else. I ain't done. Hold on. I want to show y'all something else because this shit get even more disgusting. And this is still Fox News. And it's weird because you got to keep in mind, right? In order to know and understand your enemies, you got to watch what they watch, read what they read, listen to what they listen to. I don't really pay attention or too much attention to CNN or MSNBC because y'all on some Democrat bullshit was they just so comfortable with lying to black people. You just take it and believe it. You run with it. And that's just not it. I'd rather listen to what the fuck my enemies are talking about. So I will watch Fox News before anything. Although I don't agree with what the fuck they're saying, you need to know how they thinking, how they moving, and the people that's watching, what information are they taking in from them? You need to understand this. So when you run into these crackers in the real world, you need to know what the fuck they've been watching and listening to, and don't give these motherfuckers no shorts. The minute one of them motherfuckers violate me, I don't give a fuck. You look at me wrong, talk to me wrong, and I'm on your ass. I'm giving my brothers passes now. Nigga step on my shoe, knock a drink out of my hand. No, don't even worry about it, my brother. It's good, my brother. Don't worry about that. When them crackers play with me, though, I'm on your ass. I don't give a fuck. Did that shit yesterday. Got a new white neighbor that said some slick shit.
People don't have hesitation.
Oh, nah, baby. Bring his ass right back
And
to
joining us
reality immediately. Who the fuck you talking to, white boy? Who you talking to? Oh, no. I was just... yeah, I bet you was just... Nigga, you crazy? Who you talking to? Bury your ass out here, man. You got me fucked up. Boy, don't play with me. Fuck is you talking about? And I'm going to give a black man a pass. Facts. My new shit. But let's just get into this one right here. I need y'all to see this one right. This one is very interesting. Like Jason Whitlock, we knew he was a coon years ago. But this one right here is different. And I want you to just pay attention. One black man on a panel with a bunch of white people, all white people, and just watch his wording and how he say he friends with the police, and that is very fucking weird. And these is the motherfuckers that we need to get gone. They got to go. You hear me? And I mean that the long way. They need to go. They in the way. We're never gonna be able to move forward with coons like this in front of us. This shit is disgusting, man. But check it though. I want y'all to just peep it. And for the people that ain't see it, we're gonna do a rewind. I'm gonna go back to the other shit again. It's just these two joints. But check this shit. This shit is fucking weird. And his hair looks stupid as fuck. I just want to punch home in the face. Like, all right, let me play it.
Right here, the host of Cross Country, Lawrence Jones. Lawrence, thank you so much for taking time tonight, for being here on this Saturday evening while you're preparing for your own show. I just want to get your thoughts as all of this unfolds, and we just saw a few of the highlights of that really horrific video.
Yeah, I was warned about this video. I think the Tennessee governor is an honorable man. I think that the colonel that leads the Department of Public Safety is honorable. And a lot of my sources said this was one of the worst they've seen in their department ever, nationally. But I don't think anyone could be prepared for what they saw in that video. You were expecting some sort of resistance, even in the midst of just beating the living hell out of this guy. It seemed personal. It makes you ask what happened before. I don't think I've ever.
Look. Let me just stop it right there. He just said it makes you ask what happened before, as if there was a reason, or there could be a reason to beat somebody like that. Take turns beating somebody like that. You got his hands behind his back. Yo. All right, let me let it play before I get worked up.
Seen one cop hold up a citizen and they take turns on beating the individual. I believe they arrived at the scene totally out of control. They broke so many police policy. They didn't just put his life at risk. But if they were conducting any other stops like that, they put their own lives at risk. You never go at a car that way. You never go in and drag someone out of the car. It's clear that they did not know how to use their batons the right way.
Do you hear this, motherfucker? You didn't know how to use your batons the right way. They put their own lives at risk. What the fuck? Bro, there's only one way to use a baton. You hit a motherfucker with it. What are you talking about? Look at the stupid ass. You see the stupid nigga face? Look at the stupid nigga face. What's home there? I want to whoop him. I want to whoop him. I want to get violent, man. I'm going to keep it funky.
They were spraying each other with the mace, cross-firing, the taser. I mean, it was just everything that you should not do as an officer, they did that night. And, you know, there's a personal side of this. You know, growing up wanting to be a cop, covering crime on this network every single day. I'm with cops every single day. I have so many sources in different police departments. All of them condemn this, by the way. I haven't heard not one cop defend this. But to have black...
To say you ain't hear now one cop defend this and then say, but. Fuck you mean, but. But let's see what the but is right quick. All right, let's see what it is.
Officers who understand the disconnect between the community. I had a friend that was a social justice warrior who criticized cops all the time and became a cop and saw policing from a different perspective. He wanted to bridge.
He babbling, but let me just stop this right here, because let me tell y'all what these motherfuckers do. Politicians and motherfuckers that get on the news and talk, you gotta pay attention. When you hear Kamala Harris talk and Obama talk, you gotta pay attention to this shit right here. I'm about to give y'all a jewel. There's laws to conversation, and there's rules to how you get to what you want to get to. In order to make people go for your bullshit, you give them a situation, right? So say I would say, oh yeah, the gas price is high as hell. Yeah, the gas price high. Yeah, because of oil. But yeah, I was just talking to a single mother in Arkansas, and she was telling me that she got to work 2 jobs just to have gas. This is what they do. They pivot to acting like they got somebody personally attached to this situation that we are having this conversation about. Pay attention to this shit. It's always cap and it's a fucking lie. You don't need to break down nothing personal. Only thing you need to do is just talk about the fucking problem at hand. In his suit, dumb as fuck with that dumbass shirt. I want to punch his face, man.
Gap. To have these officers that understand Black America and are also members of the Blue make life worse for more cops. I mean, the consequences of this, I don't think we really understand, because there's already a low recruitment right now for cops. A lot of people don't want to do the job. We're literally dealing with what's left right now. There's going to be more people that resign from law enforcement. The damage and distrust that individuals are going to have with cops are going to go on. I say this not in a as if it's fair.
He's fucking sympathizing with police after killing somebody else. Like, yo, what the fuck are we talking about here? Oh, there's going to be less people that want to be cops now. And because of this. Dog, you fucking sympathizing with murderers. This shit is fucking weird. Yo, what's the name of the shit that somebody in the chat, please tell me the shit like when you sympathize with your abuser. Oh, I'm sorry, Stockholm syndrome. Yo, Black people, if you on your Stockholm syndrome shit, just get the fuck out the way, yo. Get the fuck out the way. Stay in the house. Shut the fuck up. Mind your business. Because when this shit happen, I know when my gun gonna be pointed first, and it's gonna be one of you motherfuckers. Get the fuck out the way, man. Fuck out of here. Because motherfuckers like this gonna sell us out before we can even start a revolution. Fuck out of here. This shit corny, man. Let this goofy nigga keep talking.
Cops are the only profession that you're judged by the actions of few. There's a lot of bad doctors out there. people don't have hesitation when they go to the doctor. There's a lot of bad dentists out there. There's a lot of bad journalists, right? But cops are judged by the actions of a few. And the fact that they were black cops as well also creates a whole nother layer of this. It's sad all around. I grieve.
Let me stop this goofy nigga again. What kind of coon are you? Might be the biggest fucking coon I've ever seen in my life. The nigga is saying that cops' job is so fucking hard because you're judged by few. First of all, police got the only job where you could fuck people up and get a paid vacation. Kill people, get a paid vacation. Stand on their fucking necks, they heads, yo, police, being a fucking cop is the only job that you could be a man and beat the shit out of a woman on camera and get a paid vacation. We all got jobs, man. We can't even cuss people out at our jobs. You're going to get fired, let alone put your hands on them. They beat the shit out of people, beat people to death, shoot people, shooting motherfuckers in the back, running away from you. What the fuck are we talking about here? These motherfuckers don't go to jail, don't lose their job. They go to another fucking district. What the fuck? Yo, this fucking coon is on national TV saying that the police job is hard because they're judged by the few bad cops. The few. Newsflash, motherfucker. It ain't a few. It's their culture. Police culture is this, and this is what the fuck it is. I don't need to argue this point. I don't even need to drive it home. All y'all listening already know. But for the motherfuckers that do want to argue this shit, get in the motherfucking comments and let me jump on your motherfucking ass, because I'm going to do that. What the fuck is we talking about here? Look at this stupid nigga. You see this stupid nigga, man.
His family. I agree for his mom. I think it's important to note that unlike some of the other situations where we've heard people scream out for their mom, his mom was about 3 streets away. When he was screaming for his mom, he was screaming for mom, come save me. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about a skateboarder, okay?
Yeah, Lawrence, you mentioned that a lot of the police that you work with every day, the sources that you're in connection with all the time about.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't even watch it this far, so I'm watching it for the first time with y'all now. Look at this cracker bitch. Look at this cracker bitch here. Let's see what the fuck she about to say.
Issues are furious over what they saw in that video. The president of the Fraternal Order of Police, Patrick Yo.
Pay attention to how they keep showing these niggas mug shots, because they look like mug shots of black men that look like gang members. Why the fuck they not showing they fucking pictures of them in their police uniforms? They supposed to be showing the shit from when they graduated the academy. Why are y'all showing the mug shots? Nigga got on a hood. Niggas got on hoodies and shit. 1, 2, 3, 4 of these niggas got on hoodies. Look at this shit. They showing this to you because they don't even want you to look at them as cops. No. Show the fucking pictures of them when they graduated the fucking cadet bullshit school. Show when they want to turn on their people and shit. Show that shit. Show the picture when they graduated to becoming the ultimate fucking coons. Show them motherfucking pictures. Why the fuck they showing these mugshots? Y'all don't show no fucking mugshots of no other police. Y'all always show they decorated officer. Nigga show his little what the fuck, they had little buttons and pins on their fucking shirts and shit. Nah, man. Pay attention to how they doing this. Just pay attention. This shit is disgusting, man. This shit make me wanna. I'm gonna keep it funky, man. Yeah. A random one. You hear me?
Released a lengthy statement calling this criminal assault under the pretext of the law. He was appalled. It was not legitimate police work. He also said that his horror was compounded by watching other officers start engaging and not stop what he called the assault on this young man. But on the news that the police chief has disbanded the Scorpion Unit, which stands for Street Crimes Operations to Restore Peace in Our Neighborhoods, which was a special unit that was made up of 40 officers that was developed in October of 2020.
if it was a white cop involved, I ain't even get to, like, be honest with you, Deesh. I ain't watched this video yet because I don't even want to see it because it's gonna make me do something to one of them. You feel me? It'll make me do something to one of them. I ain't even watched this shit because I turn it up on the motherfuckers. They know that I'm on that list. That's why my case is going how it's going. I've been caught that. I've been fighting that for a year. We're gonna talk about that later, though. We're gonna talk about that. Me and the police. Let's talk about that. But I don't want to see it because it'll make me do something to one of them. You dig? And if it was another white cop and they only showing the black cops, then that's the green light for me to do what the fuck I want to do.
And at the time, the assistant police chief said, we have this unit to go to high crime areas to focus on auto theft, gang-related crime, drug-related incidents, because people in these communities need to be able to go to the grocery store without feeling like they are going to be assaulted or shot. It's been disbanded permanently at the request of the Nichols family instead of just a review. Now, will that have consequences for the very people who live in these neighborhoods who have seen an increase in violent crime, and they need good cops to be there? They don't need police to be taken out of their communities. They need good cops to be put in. And you mentioned the recruiting numbers are so low that you get bad cops who are taking these jobs.
You know, I look at it from two different sides. So, you know, this Scorpion unit is much like the New York's anti-crime unit. They're plain clothes, they have plain, and you give these groups a little bit of rope because you're policing the worst of the worst. You're not talking about your daily civilian. And so you do need the.
He just said you're policing the worst of the worst. I'm tired of explaining this to y'all, but I'm going to explain it anyway, just for this video. The worst of the worst are the white right-wing motherfuckers that be on they shit. The motherfuckers that shoot police, kill police, don't give a fuck. Them Aryan Nation motherfuckers, them racist white crackers turn it up on police. Facts. You know what niggas do when the police come through? They run. Trying to get away. 9 times out of 10, they not setting out to kill police. They not setting out to kill government. Niggas outside trying to get some money. Or they already beefing and they in the hood going through what they going through, so they got a gun on them to protect themselves. But your shit ain't right. Your shit ain't legal, bro. You gotta run. Nigga ain't trying to go to jail. I ain't gonna just make it easy for y'all. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, but niggas don't fire off on police like that. I'm not saying that it never happened or it won't happen or it don't happen. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is the fucking police know who tell, yo, let me say it like this. They already tell the police, if you come on my fucking property, you fucking police, I'm going to shoot your motherfucking. They don't play no, they tell them. And you know what the police do? Respect it. Let's talk about the police that got killed out in Bristol right quick, right? And it's fucked up because when it first happened, I ain't had no remorse. I said, good for them, fuck them. But then my brother was telling me like, yo, no, them dudes actually some young cool dudes and shit. Then I felt bad. I said, oh shit. But because of our history with them, I can't have no remorse because y'all don't have no remorse for us. So I can't have no remorse for y'all. I don't give a fuck how y'all die and when y'all die. Fuck y'all. It is what it is, nigga. Because when it happened with us, y'all feel the same fucking way. All right, cool. I know where we stand. But to hear that it was some cool young cops that actually, you know, fuck with the community and shit, I said, damn, that's fucked up. But what I'm saying is, the white boy that shot the police out there in Bristol and killed him, they been knew this motherfucker was a fucking problem. This motherfucker is drunk. They riding around with guns, drunk, getting into all type of shit. So let me just tell y'all, right? Like, as a pistol permit holder, nigga that understand this shit. Your ass can't get caught drunk with no fucking gun on you legally. They take that shit from you indefinitely. You're never getting it back. Party over. They've been letting these white boys do this drunk, wild white boy shit with guns. When they showed the pictures of the white boy that killed the police in Bristol, these motherfuckers was at a fucking wedding holding guns, shotguns and ARs and all that crazy. You know what type of white boys these is. They don't give a fuck about the government. They don't give a fuck about no police. But you know what? That's who the police are afraid of. They don't press them like they press us. You think they pull them over and like, get the fuck out the car. Put your hands on the car. They ain't doing that with them. Them white boys will blow your fucking head off. So us as black people need to be we need to be that dangerous. That's why they violating us, because niggas keep running from them. Fuck is you running for? I never ran from no police, bro. Not running from no police. I don't have it in me to do that. I'm not. And I stood tall on everything every time they catch me. Yeah, what's up? All right, this is what it is. Just take me to jail and make my phone call. I'll bond out. Anything extra? Who y'all about to beat up? Who y'all about to put your hands on? Because I got stories that I'm going to get to later on. And I promise you, them niggas bag the fuck back and don't play with me like that. They know. I promise you, I'm on that list. If a motherfucker will hit a cop, they know who the fuck will. Y'all not about to violate me or my son. You crazy? My son just turned 18. Driver's permit and all that. Buy this little nigga car. Let him do what he do. Go ahead, chill. But I'm afraid of that because I'm like, damn. If he get pulled over and the police violate him, and I'm teaching him, yo, don't even just call me. If they trying to play you, I just go to jail. Call me. If they violating you, I'm going to handle them. Yeah. That's how I'm not even playing. I'm not fucking playing. Because before y'all violate one of mine, I'm going to violate yours. The same way I could Google anybody else's name and get addresses and family and all that, I'm going to do it to y'all the same way, bro. I'm going to kill something you love, you violate one of mine. Facts. I know what it is. We on two different sides of the fence. But what I can say for Connecticut is, and shout out to the police that's cool out this motherfucker, our police ain't like the police elsewhere. So when I be saying what I'm saying, I'm thinking me being elsewhere, like in another state. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think, it get too. Well, it's been bad here. We seen the police shoot a nigga in the back, a kid in the back, kill him, and we seen police brutality crazy. I seen it on my block, crazy. I was introduced to it on my block. Well, no, I got introduced to it at like 10 years old. Grown ass fucking cop beat my ass at University of Hartford. We'll talk about that later. But again, I'm just built different, and they know that. I'm not playing with y'all, man. I'm gonna let this shit go. I'm not. You ain't about to, man. You got me fucked up, man. Let me let this shit play. I don't want to go too far off.
These units, when we got rid of them in New York, we saw the consequences of it. Now, on the other hand, you have 5 members of this unit that some of them were 5 years, 3 years. Every single case that they have been involved in is going to be under review right now. And the question is, where was the leadership? Where was the sergeant in the unit in the middle of all of this taking place? So if there's a real issue with the unit, then I have no problem disbanding it. But if this is just in the heat of the moment and not waiting till there's a full review to see what the problem is, then they may be creating more chaos. And that goes back to my initial point, that as a result of this, because of what these 5 officers did, they can disband it. But in general, law enforcement will step back. They will step back and be cautious, even though these officers don't speak for the 95, 96% of men and women that wear the badge. It's just going to be the reaction.
One question I had was, I don't understand why these officers were so whipped up. I mean, the ride-alongs I've gone on, the police officers, they're incredibly disciplined. They take their time. They resist the temptation, I think.
Listen to this stupid shit here. This is the problem with you goofy motherfuckers. Nigga said the ride-alongs that he went on. Why the fuck would they take you on a ride-along and do what they usually do? What they usually do is illegal, you dumb fuck. Come on a ride-along with a hood, nigga. Go sit on the block and just hang out. Put a hoodie on so they don't really tie it tight. And watch when the police jump out and see what the fuck they do to niggas. Motherfuckers live here on this corner, bro. They jump out and still bust heads. They don't do that shit in the suburbs with little Ethan and Johnny and them out there skateboarding and shit. But they jump out on our corners where we live at and bust niggas' heads, bro. Fuck is you talking about? Stupid motherfucker.
Back, but you're right. When they roll up on that scene, we see that video. They are in such a fury that they abandon everything they were supposedly to be trained on. But I'm curious as to why they were so adamant and so whipped up when they went into this scene.
You know, Jason, I have that same question. They were so, Molly and I were talking.
Yeah.
Bruh, I'm tired of stopping this shit because these motherfuckers saying dumb shit. And again, I'm watching this in real time with y'all. I didn't see this far into the interview. I only seen the beginning. So I'm stopping it as we go along because I'm just appalled. It don't matter why they was hyped up. It's irrelevant. Who cares? Motherfucker, when you reporting on somebody shooting somebody, you don't never say, well, why the fuck was he so hyped up at the club and then shot that guy? I just want to know why he was hyped up. I just don't get it. Why was he that mad that he shot him? You don't give a fuck. Only thing you know is he shot him, he killed him. That's it. He a fucking criminal, right? He's a thug. What the fuck are we talking about? Y'all looking, see what they doing right now is they're looking to make, and this is the fucked up part, bro. They're using the media to make a case and reasoning for them. They're gonna find, they're not gonna find, but they're trying to figure out a way to justify it. So by these stupid motherfuckers here on the media, going with what the fuck they told to do and say, they're gonna try to say, well, what happened before? Now they're going to try to concoct this story of what happened before, and this is why they reacted like that. Yo, there's no reason to react like this at your job. If you're a fucking cop, you're at work. It's your job. We can't do, none of us could do this at our job. Hey, Cousin Dre, I know what you do for a living. You can't come to somebody's house and just beat on them and go crazy, and then, no, it don't work like that. Hey, Deesh, know where you work at. You can't go pull up the motherfucker to the joint and just go crazy and put hands on people and cuss people out and fuck people up and expect to still be there. It don't work like that. Why is this the only fucking profession that you can fucking beat people, kill people, and it's okay? And you get a paid vacation. If that's the fucking case, I'm going to do this every time. First of all, I don't want to go to work. You're going to pay me to not come to work because I just fucking shot somebody or fuck somebody up? I'm going to do that every time. Do y'all remember the video of Harvard police running down on the niggas on the south end and a nigga told the nigga, yo, don't move, don't move. He's like, yo, if you move, I'm telling you, I'm going to shoot you. I'll get a paid vacation. He said it. They got rid of him because he said he'd get a paid vacation. You said too much. He should have said, I'll just shoot you. But he said, I get a paid vacation. You gave up too much info, nigga. But I was saying that before he said it. This is why when I get into it with the police, I tell them, nigga, I'm strapped like you strapped. And you can't beat me, white boy. I promise you, I'm not letting, can't no white boy whoop me. I don't give a fuck who it is. Joe Rogan, boy, I'll put something through you. You hear me? I'm not letting no white boy beat me. It's not happening. But come on, man.
That on air. And I said, you know, judging by the way they conducted themselves, and as someone that is criminal justice major, been around cops pretty much every single day, I don't know if I would have ran. I may have ran myself in the way that they engaged. When you have a law enforcement officer say, I'm going to break your arm. I mean, there were some, it gets to the point, is it flight or fight at this moment? I mean, what they did was not, I mean, one of the charges is kidnapping, which tells me that the DA has concluded that it was an unlawful seizure at that point, an unlawful arrest. So, I mean, there are so many policies that were being broken. I wonder why they were amped up. Was it another call that they were on before? That can be discussed. I've discussed this before about putting our officers on call after call, going from a murder scene, going to back into the community to police. That's a conversation that we can have. I think that's fair, but it doesn't justify what took place that night.
Absolutely.
Well, what about this? What do you know about this Scorpion unit, or what have you heard? Because, you know, is it likely that this is rogue cops, or was there a culture within this Scorpion unit? That's the first thing I think of, is that why do people behave this way? And if you're scratching your head and you're saying, this doesn't make any sense, maybe it makes sense in that there was an unwritten rule of the way that they were able to conduct business, and it was not according to the usual protocols.
You know what, Tom? I think that's why we have to have the full investigation. Bring the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. They'll get to the bottom of it. They're not wokesters. The colonel is a guy that believes in law and order and accountability, but he's a cops as well. I think we should get to the facts on that. But again, I think it would be unfair of leadership, because with these units, they give them some rope to go into these communities. That doesn't mean they break protocol or anything, but the way they conduct themselves is not the typical way. They're going against gangbangers. So you can't tell cops to go in there and do that and then punish them for it. Now, if there has been illegal content going on in there, if they've been abusing members of the public and it's systemic, then you got to disband the unit and start all over.
All right. Lawrence Jones, thank you very much for joining us, giving us a little bit of your.
Oh, man. I want to go back to the Jason Whitlock shit, but I think I'm going to hold on. I want to see this old crying ass coon on fucking CNN. Let me see what the fuck. I really don't need to see what the fuck he said, but like, let me see, man. What the fuck they talking about, man? MSNBC. They said NYPD detective video, toxic police culture. Yeah, it is toxic police culture. Let me see. Where we gonna go? Let me see. Y'all just watching news with me right quick. I'm just going through these clips again. I haven't seen any of these. I'm just catching it while y'all catch it. So let me see.
Jelani, you and I have done this a lot. As we were playing that video, it's very, very, very difficult to watch this. In fact, I've got people sort of tweeting saying, I'm a mother, I can't watch this. But that is the bearing of witness of what happens.
I mean, I think that's a wise decision. How many of these videos have we seen?
Yeah.
And just, personally, between the two of us and millions of people watching, how many weeks and months afterward do those videos ricochet around in your head at random points? How haunting is that? And we relive this spectacle. Now, what is shocking, to the extent that anything so routine in this country can be shocking, is the fact that we see this and have the emotional reaction that we have, and yet institutionally, that seems to have no weight.
Man, let's get this
actions from.
Let's get this goofy nigga. I don't even like niggas
People don't
that
have
talk
hesitation
like
when they go
that.
to
You
the
feel me?
doctor.
Niggas get to talking like that. Man, get your bitch ass the fuck out of here, nigga. I don't want to hear you, goofy. Fuck is you talking about? I want to see what this gay nigga talking about though. Hold up. He a fucking pussy. He be crying and shit.
It's been 2 months since Sealed was here, and I'm already
This nigga
In
be
a
on here
recent
crying and
opinion
shit.
piece on CNN.com, Van, you wrote the police who killed Tyree Nichols were black, but they might still have been driven by racism. And I was struck by the part of the piece where you wrote this.
Why they acting like that's something deep? Let me just stop it right here. Do you think that if it was a white man in a rich neighborhood that they would have did that? I don't give a fuck if it was 10 black cops or 2 black cops or even 1 black cop. Do you think? Of course it's driven by racism, you dumb motherfuckers. What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, do we really gotta act like we fucking stupid when we watching the fucking news? Like, we don't know shit? Like, we ain't been outside. We don't experience this shit. We ain't been through nothing. Is this what the fuck we, like, reduced to? Fucking idiots. I just want to see if he gonna cry, because he be crying. Oh, bitch ass, faggot ass nigga. Cry, bitch.
One of the sad facts about anti-Black racism is that Black people ourselves are not immune to its pernicious effects. Society's message that Black people are inferior, unworthy, and dangerous is pervasive. Over many decades, numerous experiments have shown that these ideas can infiltrate Black minds as well as white. Self-hatred is a real thing. So you believe this racial bias played a role in the officers' behaviors?
Yeah, I do, because first of all, Black people are at risk from police no matter what color. black, white, brown. You talk to African Americans, they'll tell you it doesn't matter. There's this pervasive view from law enforcement that if you're black, you're dangerous. And I think some people think, oh, well, so a white police officer going after a black person, you understand the racial implications. The problem is there are whole neighborhoods that in many cities are just considered by police departments kind of war zones, and anything goes there. And so I think we have to have a more nuanced view of what's going on to root out racism. It's not just about having black cops or white cops or brown cops. It's about having cops that are trained to respect everyone and who are disciplined and punished when they don't. And when you don't have that in place, black people are at risk no matter the color of the police officer.
For some reason, your opinion has been a bit controversial, at least from what I've seen on social media. What has the backlash sounded like, and what is your response to your critics?
Oh, well, listen, I think some people say, hey, listen, you guys just want to find race no matter what. You're just going to scream racism. Even if it's all black, you're going to scream racism. And I understand it does seem weird when we're saying there is a racial dimension here, even though the police are African American. But I think what's important for us to be able to do is this is about power. It's not about black, it's about blue. It's about power. And when you have police officers who know in certain neighborhoods, they better not act that way, but in other neighborhoods, they can act that way. That's about power. That's about domination. And so I think it's important that we use this as an opportunity to get more nuanced and more clear about the dangers that African Americans face from police officers, period, when there is not accountability.
Yeah, and you also make the point, Van, that at the end of the day, it is the race of the victim who is brutalized. I'm quoting your article, not the race of the violent.
Man, ain't nobody trying to hear this shit, man. Fuck out of here, bro. Like, this shit just whack, man. That shit just fucked my groove up right there. But if anybody watching this on a later joint or whatever, you want to tap in later. My thing is just, so what we gonna do? Cause they said one injustice somewhere is an injustice everywhere, right? So if one brother just got killed by these pigs a few nights ago or whatever, like all right, so like shit been going on, shit ain't stopping. What we gonna do? The only thing that we didn't do yet is stick together, have some unity. Say, yo, no, we ain't doing that to us, but we gonna do it to y'all. Clearly, y'all got it in y'all. If you niggas want to shoot shit up and kill shit and go to jail for the rest of your life anyway, you might as well do it for a fucking reason. A nigga won't rob a bank, but he'll rob you. A nigga won't turn it up on the police, but he'll turn it up on you. That's just, it's weird to me, man. It's weird, and I get why. I know it's all by design, but yo, you niggas is weak. You niggas is bitches. Ain't nothing gangster about you niggas. I don't give a fuck how much jail time you did. You a fucking coward. You a fucking coward, man. You ain't nothing like me. Police ain't never violate me like that since I was 10, nigga. Crazy? Grown ass man. I wish these motherfuckers would. And you play, don't put the cuffs on me too tight. What are you talking about? You trying to play me? Yeah, all right. You niggas let them crackers and the police do whatever to y'all. I don't do that. Stand on what I stand on, man. That's why I got the case that I got right now. Let's keep it funky. We know that. Niggas that know me know that. Y'all don't know that. But y'all gonna learn though. I don't know how it look like they don't want to let up, and I ain't letting up. So however it gotta go, it gotta go. You know what I'm saying? And we'll deal with that. How we deal with that. And then I'm gonna put them out there. They better just play ball, leave me the fuck alone, and let me go about my business. Back to my pro-black shit and all that. But they don't. I'm gonna play ball. And there's grass in the outfield. A whole lot of grass in the outfield. The lawyer for the NAACP, that's what it is, NAACP, that's what it's called, right? Yeah. I'm gonna get at you too, nigga. You scared to stand up against the police. I had a clear-cut case, nigga. Kicked in my door, searched my motherfucking house without a warrant. That alone is go time. Motherfuckers still won't stand next to me because I spoke out against the police in the George Floyd case on somebody's podcast. Is that so? Well, I'm gonna light a whole lot of motherfuckers up. You hear me? Like I said, all skin folk ain't your kinfolk, man. Think about that. The NAACP lawyer in Connecticut, he's the lawyer for them in the Connecticut chapter. He's from New Haven. Wouldn't stand next to me. Like, niggas gave me the nigga number, all that. Like, some powerful brothers gave me the brother number. We talked, we chopped it. He like, what? Oh, what? And when he seen what it was, he's like, nah. He only want to stand next to it. So if the lawyer for the NAACP is scared to go against the police, what the fuck do y'all think is happening behind closed doors? What type of justice do y'all think y'all getting? I'm going to break it down and put these motherfuckers out there in a minute. They better kill me and stop me short because I got I'm going to have a field day. Don't even worry about it. We're talk. Salute. I forgot my fucking slogan, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notifications. That way you don't get caught slipping and all that. You know what I mean? Don't get caught slipping like these these fucking coons, man. This shit ridiculous.